Hello everybody, today I'm going to tell you how I saved $10,000 in just 10 months, and these are all tips that are super easy. You don't have to make enormous lifestyle changes. These are just small things that are barely noticeable, but they will end up saving you thousands of dollars, and this will allow you to save for major things without feeling like you have to live an extremely frugal life, although there is nothing wrong with that. Maybe you just don't want to do that, but these tips will allow you to get there quickly. The first tip is to save on electricity, and you can do this by unplugging anything. So for example, I used to be the kind of person that used to leave my laptop charging all the time, even when it was at 100%. Anytime now, I will unplug the chargers from the wall. I unplug my phone charger from the wall after it is charging, after I wake up in the morning, and I do not charge it until the end of the night unless, I go out somewhere and my phone's dead or close to dying. But anytime an electronic is not in use, I unplug it from the wall. This saves significantly on electricity, and I mean it, because just by doing this, my electricity bill went from $30 to $15, and that's actually fairly significant. Same thing with showers. I either took showers at the gym or I took shorter showers with cold water, and I did this mainly because I would take showers after I came back from the gym, so it didn't feel bad because I was already sweaty, so it actually felt good to take like a colder shower. Well, not a cold shower, it's more like a cooler shower, and that easily saved me money. And it didn't save me as much as I would have liked because I didn't go to the gym every day, so it wasn't as convenient. But if I worked out at home and I was sweating, the cold shower was fine. If I was working out at the gym and I took a shower, that was good. And as long as you're paying for the gym membership or gym is included in your school, I don't see why you shouldn't do that. The next way I saved money is by writing lists anytime I went shopping. Sometimes when you go without a list, you will do mindless shopping. You will say, hey, I need this. Oh, do I have this? And it's okay, I'll get a backup. No, you go to your fridge, you say, I need this, 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 and this. I have 1 egg, need eggs. I have quarter carton of milk, need milk. And this tells you exactly what you need. So when you're in the grocery store, you're looking at the list, you're checking things off, you're kind of just glazing over anything else that's not on the list when you look around the store, and that prevents you from buying things that you don't need. And the problem with buying things that you don't need is not just that you're wasting money, you're also buying things you might not use and will easily expire, which is another way that you would waste money. And this is not just with grocery items. Anytime you start noticing, hey, my clock is broken, you write that on another to-do list, and once you have a list of like 5 things that you need to buy, I need to buy shower curtains, I need to buy a rod, you're gonna do that. Because sometimes when I go into Bed Bath and Beyond and I only have one thing on the list and it's in my mind, I'm still looking for other things to buy. That's just how my mind works. And you have to tell yourself, hey, I'm only here for the clock, gotta get the clock, when I'm done, I'm leaving. And that rigorous mindset is what's gonna prevent you from wasting money. The next way I've saved money is using ebates, or it's now known as Rakuten, and basically they offer cashback on pretty much all major websites except for Amazon and Walmart. I'm pretty sure they offer cashback for basically everything else. They offer it for Sephora, Ulta, some things on Target, basically every other major website that I can't really think about right now. And it's amazing because I've already saved so much money. I had a bunch of points on Ulta's website, and I was like, oh no, they're gonna expire, I have to use them. And I ended up having to spend $3 on the shipping and handling, or the tax, maybe something. I had to spend a little extra money, like $3, and I, for some reason, had I think it was like 2% cash back for Ulta or 3% cash back for Ulta, and I ended up getting like 6 cents. But then I made a bigger purchase on Sephora's website and I ended up getting back $1. And I also ended up making a purchase for glasses, and it was like $30, but I ended up getting $2 back, which was honestly amazing. It's actually like starting to become like a significant amount of money, and we don't even realize this, right? We're like, $30 glasses, it's required, but now it's like, oh, it was technically a $28 pair of glasses. And it's amazing because at the end of the month, or whenever you reach $5, they will send you the check, or you can get it via PayPal and you can just cash it out, or you can put it in your bank account. It's amazing. Like I said, free money. And we don't even realize it, right, when we're just mindlessly shopping, that, oh, it's $10 out of the bank, but wait, this could actually just be $8 out of the bank. And it definitely adds up when you're at the end of the month, you're like, damn, I just have $100 in a check. So the next way that has helped me save money is using a credit card with really good rewards, and the best one for me has personally been the Discover Student Cashback card, I believe. I will link it below. It has been amazing to me because on certain quarters of the year, they will have bonus 5% cash back on certain categories. So for example, from October to December, they have 5% cash back on purchases made on Amazon and Walmart, which is actually like amazing, because I buy my groceries from Walmart if I can get that cash back, because my other alternative is like Trader Joe's or Costco. So that was amazing, honestly. That's a high percent of cash back, because if you're spending $100 on groceries, you're getting 5% cash back. And if you combine this with anything on Rakuten, then you're actually getting even more cash back. So these are things that we just don't necessarily consider, but if you get cash back through your credit card and cash back to Rakuten, that's extra cash back. So yeah. The next thing is having explicit no spending months. And this is just one of those things with like the lists. You have to put it out in the world. Hey, I'm not spending this month, so I need to be doing A, B, and C. I have a category for $200 for food, $500 for bills. That's it. No other spending, because I can avoid that. And once you put it out there in the world and you say, I am not spending, you're really just showing what your goals are to yourself. So if you're just gonna say something like, I think I'm not gonna spend, that it lacks like sureness. You're not exuding the confidence that you really want to accomplish this, and your brain can like understand that she doesn't really want to do it, so it's okay to make that expense at Sephora that I don't need. And it's all about the mindset. Once you change the way you think and you say, I am gonna do this, that's when you start really doing the no spend month and are successful, and it ends up showing. The next thing is reselling items. And instead of reselling items and using that to spend, I put that straight into my savings account. So for example, last week I sold a book and it was $50. And instead of using that to buy something else, I just put that straight in my savings account. And sometimes we think that, oh, because I've unloaded 10 things and I've made $100 off of it, I now can go buy myself new things. You have to teach your brain that just because you get rid of something, it doesn't mean you need to get something back. It's a little bit of a shopping addiction when you get rid of things and you're like, but I still need more because I've now got rid of things. Just because you got rid of 20 things, it doesn't mean you don't have another 30 things in your closet, because you just ignored all of that. And you just have to teach your brain that just because you got rid of things, it doesn't mean you're gonna have, you need to buy more things. The next way I've saved money is using the investing app called Acorns. I also want to try Webull, but I haven't like actually tried it, so I don't know too much about that one. But Acorn basically lets you invest. You can use your change, or you can like, it'll look at your credit card receipts and use the change from every purchase you make and put that there. Or you can just put $5 a month, $10 a week, whatever you want. And basically you get, no matter how much money you put in, you're gonna end up with more than what you started. You can choose like how you want to invest. You want to invest aggressively, moderately, lightly. Is this long-term, short-term? And so it really tries to cater to what's going to be best for you. You put in your priorities and they will decide and make investments for you. And so far I've really liked it. I'm definitely doing like long-term, so just by putting $10, $15 in every week, I'm hoping to get a lot of money. And it's really smart, because if you put $10 every day in there, you're gonna make way more money than if you put $10 in a low interest, like a normal savings account that doesn't really have high interest. So this is the way you can actually passively get more money just by investing, and you're not even doing the work. The company's doing the work for you, and that way, if you don't know that much about it, you don't have to feel like, oh, I can't do this. You can actually, they'll do all the work for you. The next way I save money is by keeping very limited cash on me. And I used to work a job that gave me a lot of tips, and just because I had tips in my pocket, I would just keep buying food, and it wouldn't really register that I was buying all this food because it didn't show up on my credit card statement. And it took me realizing, I just had $200 in cash and now I have like 100, to realize how much money I was wasting on food. And so I know this doesn't work for everybody, but for me, I just deposited all that money into my checking account and then moved that to my savings account, and that was just like money I didn't see. I only keep like maybe $10. That way, if there's like 1 or 2 food items I want, I'll use that for the month, and that is like my limit. Like I said, we don't even realize that we're doing this, and this way I know that where exactly my money is going. It's better to just keep all your money in the bank. I know sometimes, unless you go to the farmer's market where they need your cash, I would recommend just leaving all your money in the bank. If you know places that explicitly take cash, obviously, budget out money for that. But otherwise, it's easier to track your money when it's in the bank. It's easier for you to track it, and it's easier for you to realize, oh, this is where I'm wasting all my money. The next way I have managed to save so much money is by opting out of the school textbooks and getting free PDFs instead. And I was one of those people who started off saying like, I will never cheap out on a textbook, it's bad, blah blah blah. And as much as I agree with that, I started realizing that how much money I was saving when I found these free PDFs. And you don't even have to just find free PDFs. There are often cheaper alternatives. For example, my math textbook was like $100 through the school, through their inclusive access program, this e-textbook, and on Amazon they agreed to rent it to me for $25. So obviously that was a steal, and I personally had to like hunt the internet for the free PDF, so it might not necessarily be worth it, but for example, my bio textbook, I just saved $60. I feel good about it, to be honest. But definitely, if I need a textbook and I can't find the alternative, I don't mind spending the money. But if you do have the alternative and you can look into it, then I would definitely recommend that. I would also recommend ebooks.com. They have a lot of used textbooks and they're fairly cheap as well. There might be used, but honestly, I'd rather take used than spending $100 on a textbook when I could really just be spending $15. The next way I save money is by buying my groceries online. So anytime I buy my groceries through Walmart, it's really easy because the cart is on the side. So it shows how much you're adding up. So every week my budget for groceries is at $50. So I can very clearly see when I'm going over it, and what is making it add up are the grapes overpriced. And it's also a really easy way when I go to other grocery stores like Trader Joe's to compare the prices and be like, I only spent $1 on bananas there, and here I'm spending $3. That's a little ridiculous. Now I know that I want to go get it there. And it just makes it easier to track the prices. It makes it easier to see how much food am I really getting for $50? Is this worth the nutrition, the prices, and everything? It's so easy. You can either get it delivered or pick it up. It's still the same price, and it's just super convenient, and it helps me track my money very clearly, because when you go to the grocery store, you can't necessarily see where all your money is going until later, because you can't really add up what's in your cart until you're paying. The next way I save money is not incurring any extra debt, which means I haven't bought any new cars, or used for that matter. I'm using just the car that my parents are not using. I have not financed any furniture, electronics, or anything. And here's the key here: delayed gratification. Just because you want that iMac right now, it doesn't mean you need it. If you don't have $2,000 to spend it, don't get it. But if you want to get it eventually, I am not against that. What I think you should do though is you should be saving, $500 a month, and then there you go. You're gonna have it in a couple months, or maybe you can't. Just save as much money as you can, because if you want it right now and you decide I'm gonna spend part of my paycheck on it right now, you're giving them extra money. You're wasting money because they have to finance it for you. So instead of spending like $2,000 on that iMac, you're now spending $3,000 on that iMac because you have to pay interest. And honestly, waiting it out for a few months won't kill you. I know schools offer tons of laptops, they will loan it out, they have computer labs. It's not the end of the world to wait a little bit for that iMac. Trust me, it'll be worth it when you save $1,000. The last thing that really, really helped me to saving $10,000 in 10 months is by taking advantage of all the free stuff. So my school offers tons of laptop loan programs, and my school also offers a free state-of-the-art gym. They offer free printing, and so I easily save money by not spending extra money on gym memberships that were closer to me, because I know people who spent money on gym memberships just because they thought the school was too far to go on the days they didn't have classes, and I'm like, it only takes an extra 5-minute ride. Like, it doesn't make sense to not go. They have way better equipment than the gym that you're paying an extra $20 a month for. Same with printing. Like, a printer's gonna be $100, not including the ink and paper, and if the school offers 250 free prints, I'm gonna take that. All you have to do is doing your homework a little bit in advance to print stuff up. So those were the ways I managed to save $10,000 in just 10 months. It's, like I said, not as hard as you think. It's really a mindset thing, and determination is what is going to get you there. I hope you guys found this video informative and enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, have a great day, everyone.